Let me paint you a picture. It's Thanksgiving. Turkey's on the table, Grandma's smiling. And somewhere between the mashed potatoes and the pumpkin pie, Uncle Dave is standing up, veins bulging, screaming at his own son because the kid said something slightly critical about Donald Trump. Grandma is crying, the turkey is getting cold, and Dave is ready to throw hands with his own child over a billionaire from Queens who has never sent him a Christmas card. Welcome to America. Your uncle, your father, your best friend from college, getting more emotional defending Trump than defending their own kids, willing to lose their family, their marriage, their entire life. And if you ask them why, they can't really tell you. They just know they have to fight. This isn't politics. Politics doesn't do this. Politics doesn't make a 65-year-old man threaten to punch his son at Thanksgiving. This is something older, deeper, weirder. And by the end of this video, I'll show you the exact moment inside his brain where the switch flips. In 2020, Pew Research found nearly 40% of Americans had cut off a family member over political differences, highest in American history. Therapists started calling it ideological grief, people crying in therapy about a father who's still alive but feels dead to them because of Twitter. And this wasn't happening equally on both sides. One pattern kept showing up. People so locked in defending Trump, they would burn every bridge before backing down over a man who would not loan them $20 if they were starving in front of his hotel. Here's the twist. This psychology was not first studied in American voters. It was first studied in ISIS fighters, cult members, and football hooligans willing to die for their team. Your Uncle Dave and a Manchester United ultra are running on the same neurological software. In 2009, psychologist William Swan noticed something strange. Anthropologists Harvey Whitehouse and Scott Atran found it everywhere. They called it identity fusion. Normally, yourself and your group stay separate. Someone insults your country, you roll your eyes, life moves on. But under shared pain, shared enemies, shared humiliation, those two selves fuse. An attack on the group becomes an attack on the body. Brain scans confirm it. When you insult Trump around a fused supporter, the same regions fire as when a stranger walks up to him in a dark alley. He's not arguing with you. He's surviving you. But fusion alone doesn't explain the madness. There's a second layer. Picture the average hardcore supporter, man between 50 and 70. His wife stopped really listening around the Clinton administration. His kids send emojis instead of calls. His father made him feel small his whole childhood and then died before he could say anything about it. He's carrying 4 decades of unexpressed rage, nowhere to put it. He can't scream at globalization. He can't punch his dead father. So where does it go? Twitter at 2 a.m., fighting a 19-year-old named Braden about tariffs. Psychologists call it displaced aggression. He is not defending Trump. He is, by proxy, finally defending himself, the self nobody ever defended. And the longer he fights, the more he has to keep fighting. He's already lost friendships, his kids' respect, maybe his marriage. If he admits Trump isn't worth all this, every sacrifice becomes meaningless. The mind can't carry that weight, so it doubles down. Which brings us to the switch. In 2012, neuroscientist Gregory Burns shoved people inside an MRI and challenged their deepest beliefs. The prefrontal cortex, the rational part, went silent. Instead, the brain activated the regions for identity and the self, the same regions that fire during religious experience. Burns called these sacred values, not processed as opinions, processed as facts about reality itself. Arguing with someone about a sacred value is like arguing that water isn't wet. For the most committed supporters, Trump is no longer a politician. He's a sacred value, fused with their identity, bonded with buried rage, cemented by every relationship they've lost defending him. When you criticize him, you're not disagreeing. You're trying to dismantle a cathedral they've spent years building inside their own soul. This is why they'll fight you. Not because they're stupid, not because they're brainwashed. They'll fight you because from inside their own nervous system, they're fighting for survival, for meaning, for every person they've already lost, for the version of themselves that finally, after a lifetime of silence, got to scream. And the most heartbreaking part? Most of them will never know it.